Good morning, everybody. Today we have a special guest with us that's joining us today, Ms. Tanya from Gerber. Tanya is here to provide us with some valuable insight and training for Gerber products and how effectively to integrate them into the offerings from Eldercare Insurance Services. With our expertise, knowledge, we're excited to learn more about the Gerber products and complement our existing portfolio and to enhance the services we provide our clients, of course. Additionally, you can leverage our amazing resources and leads programs when you partner with us. So if you're interested in getting set up with Gerber with us, please reach out. Let us know if you want to take a look at their products and everything. Of course, we're always going to have that conversation afterwards, so we greatly appreciate it. So everyone that's attending, of course, if you have any questions or anything, throw them in the question box. And again, Ms. Tanya is going to provide all the stuff that we need today. And of course, I'm sure you guys saw the email. We're going to be doing some type of giveaway. So if you're here to the end of the webinar, we're going to enter your name into one of those spinning wheel deals, and we're going to figure out who wins the prize. So without further ado, I'm going to let Ms. Tanya take over here from Gerber, and I appreciate you guys attending today.
Good morning, everyone, and Eldercare sales team, thank you so much for inviting me to spend a portion of your morning where we will talk about two of our very iconic products, the Guaranteed Life and the Children's Whole Life Insurance, which is the Growup Plan. So I never like to assume that people have heard of Gerber or Gerber Life, but we started 50 years ago with children in mind, developing life insurance products designed to help them have a more solid financial future back in 1967. So I have to admit we're more famously known for our baby food and baby products like hydration, clothing, even toys. But we do have a full suite of life insurance products. We are part of the Western and Southern family. So we're sister companies to Columbus Life, Lafayette Life, Touchstone, and Integrity Western and Southern distributors, which sells our annuities. We were just upgraded to, by AM Best to A+, so very strong financial rating and service rating. We're very proud of that. Our value proposition, we're easy to do business with, straight to the point, no illustrations, graphs, or charts because all of our products are based on guarantees. There's quick turnaround if you're writing our simplified and guaranteed issue products. And we take on the risk so your customers don't have to. So currently we have 6 products. We do have a new product coming in a few weeks that will be called the Family Plan, I believe, which will include a term insurance component. But for now we have the 6, and we'll talk about the 2 in the middle, the Guaranteed Life and the Growup Plan today. So there's an epidemic in the US where families don't really prepare for final expenses. And final expenses could be funeral expenses, emergencies, leftover debt, especially if you had a situation where there was long-term care and other final debts. But mainly when we talk about or we reference final expense is usually end-of-life planning, so funeral expenses. And you can see here, the median cost of a funeral is about $8,300. That's across the country. Median cost of a funeral with cremation varies from about $5,500 to a little over $7,000. So if you're adding a vault, and depending on what part of the country you're in for burial, in the ground, you might need a vault, and that's a little over $1,600, almost $1,700. So it raises the total cost of the funeral to almost $10,000. And although cremation is getting more popular, it's getting a little bit more expensive, but it's still priced at about $1,300, with the urn being almost $300. And you can get these more facts if you want to talk about this with your clients to kind of paint that picture for why they need to think about final expense preparation or end-of-life planning at the National Funeral Directors Association. I don't recommend you read the material late at night because there's a variety of things that you can learn there. So we have a tool, and I'm not sure if I presented this last time we were together. It's called the Funeral Expense Worksheet, and it's really an interactive tool you can use with your clients. It's probably one of our better sales ideas, and it really works because when you go through with your clients, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either download the prices. Again, you can go on the website I referenced or a local mortuary off their website, and you can put the information in and laminate it and present it in your sales meetings. Or you can make it more interactive with your client and have them with you go on the internet through their phone or on your computer and look up the prices together. So the gist is you put all the prices in for anything associated possibly with the funeral, and you add the total, you circle the total, and you simply ask the client, Mr. and Mrs. Client, when that time comes, who will pay for the bill? And it's very eye-opening for most people because most people don't sit around their kitchen tables and talk about this culture you're referring to in America. So when people understand something, they're more prone to move to a decision to take care of this. Most people don't want to leave a burden for their family. They want to leave a legacy. This is where you can come in and really help them with that. This is available actually on our agent portal, or I'm happy to send a copy to anyone that will request one. So these are some ways that people go about paying for the costs associated with final expense. If you're talking about end of life planning, they might have a GoFundMe, or they might have a car wash or a bake sale, or they might ask family or friends. But none of these ways are very good ways to prepare for this or to take care of it when that time comes. With the GoFundMe, you need time to raise enough money to offset those costs. The same way, even worse, with a car wash or a bake sale. I live in Southern California, and it seems like the car wash is like the thing that you see people are doing, offering to help pay for that day. But what is a great idea to take care of the problem is to use a product that speaks to this, that takes care and provides a solution. And that is the Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance product. This product is our #1 selling product in our agency distribution channel, of which all of you are part of. It's a simple rate card sale. This is a sample of male and female against 4 different age groups and a few face amounts, but we have a more comprehensive, complete rate card, and I'm happy again to send that to anyone that may request that. So we'll take a look at the product specs. We need a client age 50 to 80. It's 50 to 75 in New York. We're not available, speaking of states, for sale in Montana, so if any of you are selling there, I do apologize for that. You can purchase up to $25,000 of guaranteed whole life insurance. No health questions, no fluids, no exams, no medical records, as long as the client is in that age range and a legal citizen or legal resident of this country. They can purchase, again, up to $25,000 of the guaranteed whole life insurance. Now, there is a 2-year graded death benefit that I'll cover a little bit more in depth in a few minutes. There's no underwriting, again, it's guaranteed issue. We have very flexible ways to pay the premium monthly, quarterly, twice a year, or annual. We can accept checks, the Senior Direct Express card, which has their benefits loaded on it. And if you're using our automatic check plan, there's an 8% discount in the premium, which is already reflected in the rate card. Now, again, no health questions. This is actually a snapshot of our simple 1-page straightforward application. It's a paper app, or you can go on our agent portal or website and download the paper form, or you can do an e-app with e-signature capability on the agent portal. Now, I want to direct your attention to the 4th bullet point, choose a preferred payment date, and why this is key. We don't say that you have to, your clients have to make payment on the 1st or the 15th or the 10th or the 20th. You can pick whatever date you want, but you have to be mindful for February, which is this month, so the date is appropriate going forward. So what I'm referring to is you can make sure you can actually set up the client's account for drafting when their benefits are available in their checking account. So that way they're not guessing, the money is there, the premiums will be paid, and your business doesn't lapse. Because we all know that if you've had a situation where, money wasn't there and the premium wasn't drafted and 1 month turns into 2, it's more likely that that policy implodes and is off your book of business. So this is a great way that we help ensure that your business stays on the books. Now, going back to the 2-year graded death benefit. Now, I always like to say that none of us know when someone's going to expire. We have a crystal ball. We're just asking you to use your best judgment and be aware of this. So there's a chargeback of commission if the client passes away in the first 2 years. It's 100% year 1, 50% year 2. And for the family, and think back to the stats we started off our discussion with, how expensive the funeral could be, whether you're doing a cremation or a more traditional way to lay the loved one to rest. It's simply just a return of premiums paid with 10% simple interest. And we're doing this to help the beneficiary. So you're not really helping anyone if you're not presenting it in a manner where that won't be a problem. So just to bring that point a little bit more home and clear, people who are terminally or critically ill may not be the best candidate for this product, or it might not be a good idea to sign up for a series of lunch and learn meetings at the assisted living facility or nursing home, because they are there for a reason, unless you specifically know that it's something that's not terminally or critically ill. So here's the sales idea, and I think you guys are really big in the med subspace from what I remember. So we like to say the 2 products we're talking about today are perfect marriages with med sub selling, because you're talking with seniors. And it's a perfect way to ask them, or do you have a plan for final expenses or end of life planning? And you can talk with them, not during the enrollment period, I suppose. And forgive my ignorance, I don't really know much about med sub selling, but I think there is an enrollment period where you can't, present other life products or anything like that. But you can go back to the clients and keeping in mind that they're seniors, and you can present this and stimulate some sales. We also want to point out too, we also use this product for impaired risk. So if you have clients that are declined, postponed, table rated, or something where traditional underwriting would be super expensive and they're age 50 to 80, this is a perfect place to offer some insurance. Now we'll switch gears and talk about something a lot lighter, children, the Growup Plan. And this is our #1 selling product on our direct-to-consumer side of the fence. This is the one where you may see the late night commercials. You might see that in some of our financial and insurance publications. And this is our very, very popular, easy to sell product. So basically we need a child, a baby, 14 days old. We need a live birth up to 14 years old. And you can purchase up to $50,000 of children's whole life insurance. And the way this works, and we'll take a look at an example, you buy insurance today, and when they turn 18, that face amount automatically doubles without increasing the premium. So it's the same premium, double the coverage, no evidence of insurability. Okay, so on this product, you can have a discount up to 10% if you're using our automatic check plan. Again, flexible ways to pay for the premium, credit card, debit card, Visa or MasterCard, or the senior Direct Express card, send in a paper check. And again, you can pick your preferred payment date, just like with the Guaranteed Life product. So this is an example of a baby age 1 purchasing $50,000. Let's take a look at that. So that's $36.63 a month, or $25,000 would be $18.32 a month. And again, when they turn 18, it's going to be that same level premium without any evidence of insurability. So we'll take a look at an example again. So we'll talk about the 1-year-old, and we just saw the monthly calculation, but it's $439.60 a year annual premium. They buy grandma, grandpa, mom, or dad, buy $50,000 of the children's whole life insurance. That $50,000 doubles to $100,000 when they turn 18 without any additional cost, no forms, and no underwriting, no evidence of insurability. Okay, it takes about 14 seconds to explain that to a client. When I travel, I'm always able to close a sale. I'm not trying to, but someone always asks, you know, you work for Gerber, or I saw the commercial, I don't understand the Growup Plan. I explain it. And because I'm on contract with Gerber, I can't sell product. I'm more than happy to refer those customers to agents across the country. So there's something else actually that's actually more powerful than what I just said about the doubling and the non-evidence of insurability. And it's something called guaranteed purchase option, which is included. It's not a rider, it's included in the policy. So at certain ages and certain life events, that adult, the child, now an adult at age 21 when they own the policy, they can buy more coverage without evidence of insurability, but it will be the cost of insurance at the time, whatever the market is bearing for our company. So at age 21, 25, 30, 35, or 40, or if they get married, adopt a child, which is not listed, or have a child, they have up to 4 times between those ages or life events to increase that coverage. So let's take a look at this example. So remember, they started off, someone bought a $50,000 policy and it doubled at age 18 to 100,000 without evidence of insurability. Okay, so when they turn 25, they exercise the option and they purchase an additional 100,000. They get married, they exercise for the second time at age 35. It's the third time, and they have a child. That's the fourth and final time. Each time they're adding $100,000. So they now have $500,000 of insurance without evidence of insurability. So what's key about this, and let me just also point out, you can see it to the right, you can't go more than 10 times the original face amount. So in this case, we started at 50, so it can't be more than 500,000. They don't have to do 100,000 each time. That would be the maximum each time they exercise, if they exercise 4 times. So what's key about this, on top of the doubling, is let's say you have a child and you know everything's fine, but somewhere along their health and life journey, they check the wrong box and they're now type 1 diabetic. And I picked that one because that's an automatic decline. For most companies, is that's an uninsurable adult basically. And those of you who sell traditional life insurance, I'm sure understand it and may have run across that. So what's magical here and what's powerful here, and this is why we really sell this product, it doesn't matter if that happened to this child, now an adult. Because there's no evidence of insurability. They now have the ability to leave a legacy for their family. If you didn't have this product, then you would have no opportunity to have life insurance in the traditional sense. So that's really is why we sell this product. And for those people who are selling IUL, and we had this discussion over the weekend with another group, IUL selling is great. They're great products, but they're about cash accumulation. This one does, accumulate a little cash value, but we're not really selling it for that. Against a more robust platform. So on the IUL chassis, if you're not putting in enough cash, or you don't have enough disposable income, it doesn't work or do what you want it to, accumulate wealth. So this is a great start if you have an older person on a fixed income, if you have a younger person just starting out, they just got married, they're in their 30s, they just bought their first house and they had their first kid, they might not have $500 a month to stick into an IUL and properly fund that. So this is a great way to start their life insurance journey with permanent insurance. So just a couple additional thoughts there. So you can put up to 6 grandchildren or children on a policy, on an application rather. So we like to tease that you don't have to pick a favorite. And again, when you're talking to seniors in the med subspace, present this. Seniors love buying things for their grandchildren. In fact, we're fresh off the holidays. And a couple of years ago, but I want to say 4 years ago, this was a very popular Christmas gift. A lot of seniors bought this for their grandkids and they took the certificate and put it in the stocking as a stocking stuffer. So what a way to give them the best gift of insurability. So we'll go ahead before we close out and talk about our technology. So we have the agent portal and the mobile app we're very proud of too. So you can download, and any of you on the call can do this now if you want to, you can download the Agent Zone on an Android or an iPhone. So you go to the correct stores app stores and download. It takes literally a few seconds. And you'll be able, if you're not appointed with Gerber, you'll still be able to quote any of the products. And this is what you'll see. This is an example of Guaranteed Life, which is represented in this darker pink color. So you would put the state in, a face amount, the age, the gender, hit continue. The middle panel shows you the monthly premiums for various face amounts. And if you agree, your client rather agrees to any of the prices, then you can proceed to the application, which you can do if you have an agent code. So the third panel, go to the agent portal. So from the agent portal, you can do a lot of things. We like to say this is all things Gerber. You can run quotes, you can prepare sales proposals. You can actually take a look at your book of business in real time and your commission runs and view case stats in real time. And you can do the e-app. So that's what you'll see when you log on. You put in your user ID, which is an 8-digit code with a hyphen in the middle. And your password when you first start is your last name, lowercase, and you're welcome at that time to, have a more secure password. You can also, before I talk about this, you can also download marketing materials, things that you can print if you're doing client seminars. We travel a little bit across the country during the year, so you can always contact me. I like to order extra materials in case someone needs something, and I can send it free of charge, so you're not on the agent portal, printing and, running your ink out of your printer or going somewhere and having that extra cost. So I'm happy to help anyone with that. So we have a service called Gerber Easy, and we have one of our agency uses this a lot, and they've increased their sales year over year for the past 3 years. And it's kind of like a concierge service, we like to say. So you, your client, and one of our trained life agent specialists are on the phone. So you call this 877 number. They are available Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. So, this affects our West Coast friends, myself included, a little bit more because the start time would literally be 6:30, 5:30 in the morning, excuse me, for California West Coast people. And we're not available yet on the weekends, and maybe that'll come like half a day or something in the near future. We don't revenue share, but what we'll do is take an e-app for you on behalf of you while you're on the phone with the client. And we don't revenue share. So all the commission stays with you. It's just a service. And people truthfully ask us, why would you have, this kind of service when your application is literally a page? It's a page and a half if you're using the automatic check plan as a mode of payment, because you have to put the voided check, attach that, or you have to fill in the bank information. But if you're doing IUL or writing annuities or other life and traditional term even, there's a lot more pages than that. So this is one way we can kind of help you with some of the clerical work and take some of that work off your plate, so you can go back to what you do best, and that's selling and marketing and spending your time on, driving income and revenue for your business. So if you want any more information on this, I'm happy to set anybody up with this and make sure you understand how to use it and which products are available for the e-app. And again, this is called Gerber Life Easy. So this is my contact information. So I've been in the industry for a minute. I'm located in Southern California and happy to help any of you. It's just a 2-hour time difference if most of you are in Arkansas, but I'm on contract to work East Coast time, and I work a little extra because I'm in California. I'm available also on most weekends. Just give me a heads up because I'll probably be watching college sports, but I will respond appropriately if you're calling me or texting or emailing over the weekend. So I'm happy to help any of you, excited for this opportunity, and we'll see if there's any questions at this point.
I don't have any right now, which means, of course, you've done a really good job.
Well, thank you.
So what
Either
we're
that, or you have a shy group.
Yeah, sometimes you get a lot of questions, and like I said, again, sometimes you just do a good job and no need for any.
Okay. Well, our products really are pretty straightforward, but if there's anything, if something comes up later, just shoot me an email or call me or text, and more than happy to answer those questions.
Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna do a little spin the wheel, guys, and give away some a swag bag. Give us just 1 second. Beans. Here we go. Should have got a drum roll on that. Totally forgot about it. Let's see. Miss Vicky. Winner, chicken dinner.
That is a nice wheel, by the way.
Listen, you have to thank our digital ladies over here. They're the ones setting up all this stuff, making sure it's running smooth. I'm just here. Makes it easy for me.
I might have to contact her about that.
So I have a question that come about. It says, does the agent have to be on the line with Gerber Life Easy?
Yes, the agent, the client, and our agent. So 3
Okay.
people.
So it looks like all 3 have to be on the line and make sure it goes as smooth as possible.
Yes.
Good deal. Let's see, there is, and Ms. Vicky, you're welcome. We'll get everything sent over to you. We'll have a conversation about how we'll get it to you. Other than that, guys, again, I appreciate you guys attend. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, they're popping in. Okay. So,
Are you spinning the wheel again? Do we have 3 bags?
oh, yeah. Here we go. Hope no one left because we got 2 more bags to give away. So Ms. Vicky got the first one. We're going to spin the wheel and see who's next. The last one will get a drum roll, guys, I promise. So the next winner is going to be Joe. And we've got 1 more coming through. So Joe will get with you. Make sure you have all those. Oh, question. So we have, does the premium increase as the face amount increase with the person choosing to add more coverage?
The premium or the face amount? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it says, does the premium increase as the face amount increases with the person choosing to add more coverage?
Yes, very good question. Yeah, it'd be the cost of insurance for those additional up to 4 times, whatever the market's bearing at that time for us in terms of cost of insurance. So yes.
Okay, awesome. Jacqueline's got some good questions. All right, I promised a drum roll. Here we go. And the last and final winner is going to be, oh, David. There we go. So you guys will all receive a call from me, of course, just like every other day or every other webinar. And we'll just talk about what we'll need to do to get this stuff over to you. Of course, if there's any questions over the product, we'll get those answered. Again, we appreciate you guys attending. Ms. Tanya, thank you very much. We appreciate you, especially because you're, what, 8 o'clock over there in California?
Yeah, that's fine because I was already on the East Coast time, but I really appreciate the opportunity and I'm hoping it's something you can incorporate into your business.
Absolutely. Well, I love the product and we will definitely have some conversation with these guys to see if we can send you guys a little bit more business. Again, as for all the attendees, we appreciate it and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.